Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be trying to finish all the books that I'm currently reading. So at the moment I'm reading 3 books and I'm in a huge reading slump, and I have been for like a few weeks now. So I'm going to quickly go through the ones that I am reading, and then we're going to do like a bit of like a vlog while I finish them. But yeah, I am going to be talking about the books that I'm currently reading, and I am hopefully going to finish them off pretty soon. I'm hoping that this vlog will help me get through them, because I've been in a reading slump and it's not the fault of the books, because 2 of the books I'm reading I love. I'm just struggling so bad. But yeah. Okay, so the first book that I'm reading is Dead Nice by Emma Smith. This is a pre-order of the paperback, but by the time this goes out, it might be out. I don't know when this video is going out. It is book 3 in the Dead Girls series. However, Emma said like they're all standalones, like you can read them in whatever order you want. You don't even have to read all 3. I've read them in order, so that's the order that I would recommend reading them in. And like certainly because like they kind of go chronologically. I just think it makes more sense. Anyways, I am 52 pages into this. I was reading the arc on my Kindle, but I'm just not in a Kindle mood right now, and it was really ruining everything. So as soon as the pre-order came, I was like, right, we're gonna get back on the arc read, but with the paperback now. But yes, this is set in France, as you can, oh actually I guess you can't tell from the title, but yeah, it's set in France, and I don't want to spoil too much, so yeah, I don't want to spoil it. It's like a mystery, so go check out the blurb. But yeah, so this is my first read. The next book that I'm reading is Immortal Consequences. This is my Fairy Loot book from August for the YA package, and I'm obsessed with the cover, like obsessed. It's beautiful. The sprayed edges, gorgeous. Everything's gorgeous. I'm really enjoying this. I am 114 pages in, so a nice chunk. It's one of those books I don't want to speed through. Like I want to enjoy it. Like it's so like, I don't know, different to anything that I've ever read, but also has some of the vibes of like my favorite things that I've read, because it's like boarding school vibes, but also not at the same time. It's really hard to explain, but I'm really enjoying this one so far. I just don't want to like speed read it. I want it to last. I want to savor it. Then the other book that I'm reading is on my Kindle, and it is P.S. I Love You. I've been reading this for like a month now. I'm struggling. I like the idea of the plot, but the writing style really throws me off, because it's written with a really youthful voice, but the characters are all like old. Well, like not old, but like they're women. Do you know what I mean? Like I think she just turned 30, but it just feels really young. So like it's kind of conflicting, and I'm like struggling a little bit because of that. I think I'm like 60% through, so like I probably should just, you know, finish it off, tick it off the list. But yeah, so they're the 3 books that I'm reading right now, and now you're gonna come with me while I finish them. So I've just read like I think 20 more pages of Dead Nice, and the last line of this chapter, well not the last line, the second to last line, I down the martini, feeling the liquid courage go straight to my veins, dance through me. Then I turned to Ewan, who had bright eyes, a bushy tail. I was playing the part all over again. And like that hit, because like it took me right back to when I was a teenager, and like I got a lot of male like validation. Like that was like how I like coped, which is like a whole other thing that I'm not going to get into on YouTube. But like I don't like Kara as a character, but like that was a bit relatable. I get it. I do get it. I mean, the story's still growing at the moment, so there's not really too much else to talk about, because it's like, you know, the build up, the exposition. I don't know what's gonna happen. I've not read the blurb in a very long time, so it's kind of going to be a surprise. But yeah. It's now day 2 of this reading vlog, I guess. I didn't read too much last night. I was mainly reading Dead Nice, and I read 35 pages, so not a lot, but there was like a really big like I guess like the first inciting incident happened and it was like a lot, and I genuinely couldn't keep going because I was so traumatized. I did not expect it, because like usually Emma's books, like they have a bit more of like a slower start and then it's like boom, whiplash. So I thought we were gonna be going steady for a little while. I didn't expect it. It was a good plot twist. And the build up to it was really, really good. I'm just scared now, and I feel like this book is gonna scare the crap out of me in general, so yay. But yeah, in terms of today, we're like nearly 2 p.m. I've been to the shop, I taught a class this morning, I'm off to get my nails done soon, which I'm excited for, and then when I get back in I have 3 more hours of teaching. So it's quite busy, but I do have a little bit of time now before I have to set off, so I'm gonna probably read a little bit now. We are like a nice chunk of the way through now. I'm kind of prioritizing Dead Nice with that coming out pretty soon. I want to finish it very quickly, but I'm enjoying it. It's very dark, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, and I don't think reading it in the dark last night was the best idea. I always do that with Emma's like more like mystery oriented books, like the scarier ones. They're probably not that scary to most people, but I get triggered really easily and I get scared. But yeah, so that's kind of like the update. I've not read any of the other 2. Oops. However, I'm gonna try do as much as I can today. Hopefully finish Dead Nice. That would be pretty good if I can find the time. But yeah, that's the update. So we're now on Tuesday. I don't remember when I started filming this video. The only book I read yesterday was P.S. I Love You, and I read it on my computer. Do you know like when you have like Kindle but you can go on like Kindle on the web? Like that's what I was using. And I think I'm on like 70%. I didn't read a lot by any means. I had quite a busy day and I wasn't feeling very well. But that's kind of where we are with that. Today is going to be like big focus on Dead Nice because it's coming out in like 3 days and I need to finish it. So I'm gonna do that. It's just really scary. It's a scary book. It freaks me out, and I have to like keep reading it in baby bits because I know this is gonna be quite like a dark book overall. Like the whiplash of Sean. I'm not gonna say what it is because this is a spoiler-free vlog. But like what happens to Sean, I did not expect it to happen so early. I didn't expect it to happen to him. I was very much caught off guard, and I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot more in this book. So I'm like quite nervous about that. But that's where I am with that one. In terms of P.S. I Love You, it's why does this book keep going on and on and on and on and on? Like, it is so long, and for what reason? And there's actually like a lot of grammatical mistakes. Like, do you know where it's like it would have dialogue and then it would have a comma, but then it would be like I smile. But that's an action tag, so it should have a full stop, not a comma. So just like things like that, like because I'm an author, I'm obviously noticing all of those things. I also edit for people as well. So I can't read a book and like not edit a little bit as I'm going through. So that's kind of annoying because I'm pretty sure she's like traditionally published and she's quite like a big author. So I don't get why there's so many mistakes. Like it's really annoying me, and I'm gonna like rate it down in my review because of that. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and trudge through that one as quickly as I can because I only like reading like usually I'll read one book in paperback and one book in ebook, and at the moment I'm reading a paperback and hardback and an ebook, and like it's a bit much. So I'm gonna try and finish that to like at least like lower my load. And I also really want to finish my hardback that I'm reading because it's the August YA Fairy Loot book, and I don't know when my next Fairy Loot book's coming this month, but I want to have at least finished last month's before this one comes. So I'm excited for that one. I just don't want to finish it. Like it's really good. So that's kind of where I'm at. This was quite a rambly clip, but yeah. Emma's gonna kill me when she edits this clip because I'm literally using my book light to film, because without it, this is what we get. It's like 11:15 on Wednesday night and I couldn't read until the evening. I was spending a lot of the actual day formatting and editing and things like that, and then I had a driving lesson. That was scary, but I actually did really good. So that's a thing. However, this evening from like I guess 9:30 I've been reading. I've read a lot. I read 200 pages of Dead Nice, and I have finished it a bit ago. I'm traumatized. I'm really not good with like scary books. It doesn't even have to be that scary. I just get triggered so easily because of my OCD. And I was just there like, oh my gosh, nobody, please don't get hurt. Like, I was worried about everybody. The mystery in this one is so good. Like, it happens so quickly, and I loved that. It was such a good hook. But like, I was truly scared for everybody. I had no idea how it was going to end. And this is a spoiler-free reading vlog, so I'm not going to spoil the ending, but I was not expecting it. And the cliffhanger. Emma, I'm coming for you. But yeah, so I have finished one of the 3 books that I'm currently reading now. So we are 1/3 of the way through this challenge, I guess, if that's what it is. I still have, I think, 72% of Immortal Consequences left and 30% of P.S. I Love You on my Kindle. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I don't know if I'm going to do any more reading tonight because it's very, very late. But I don't have work in the morning. I could. I guess you'll find out, and I guess I'll find out. But yeah, good night. Hello, it is 3:30 p.m. on Thursday. Haven't had any tutoring work today, but I did do a bit of like editing orders. I've just finished like the reformatting and like the re-editing of book 4 of my Moonstone Academy series, because that's going to be re-releasing very, very soon. So now I've done books 1 to 4. They're all finished. I'll have a few tweaks like when I'm ready to upload to KDP, because I'm gonna have to get like new ISBNs and stuff like that. But like they're majorly finished, and just finalizing some of the covers now as well, which is exciting. But yeah, so that's mainly what I've been doing today. And yeah, I've not done any reading yet. I start work in half an hour and I have 2 hours of teaching, and then I have about like an hour-ish break there, which I should definitely eat something in that hour, but also hopefully read a little bit. And then I'm going out for my second driving lesson, so that's kind of like the plan for today. So I've read a bunch more of P.S. I Love You. I think I'm 90% through now, so I'm really, really close. My Kindle says I only have 13 minutes left. I don't think I do. I read it so slowly, but it's coming to an end. Everything's wrapping up. I'm excited about that. But I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I found out the other day that she wrote it when she was 21, and like everything makes sense now, because do you know how I was saying before, like the characters are like adults, like they're all adults with like, you know, big girl and boy jobs, and like she was married and then he dies, like it's all very adult like, but the actual like storytelling, I felt like I was reading like a teen book or like a YA book, and then having like both those two things like coincide was really like conflicting for me. I don't like it. But now I get it, because she was a young adult herself, like so I don't really like how she's like tried to like write about older characters when it's like clear that she doesn't really like, she's not had those life experiences, like it's very, very obvious, and like she doesn't sound mature. I'd be curious to read more of her later books and see if that's like still an issue, but like that's the main reason that I don't like it. It just doesn't feel very like realistic, or like I don't really think she's presenting things in a very good light, to be honest. Like it just doesn't feel right. I know a lot of people love the film. I've never watched the film. I can't comment on that. But the book is just, it's a good story, it's a good idea, but it drags. It really does drag. Why is the Kindle edition 506 pages? You know? But yeah, I'm going to try and finish this today. I do have like gaps in between work. I'm working a little bit more today. I'm working 11 till 6 with tutoring, but I have like a gap now for an hour, and then I also have another gap at 2 for an hour. I do have a lot of editing to do though, 1 for orders, but like 2 for like my general stuff, so we'll try. But the aim is to finish this, and then also I've taken the dust jacket off, but I've got Immortal Consequences as well, which I'm a nice chunk into, but I'm gonna just get this one done first, get it out of the way, and then I can fully focus on this, and hopefully I can get this done tomorrow. But yeah, I finally finished P.S. I Love You. I've been reading that book for flipping ages. I don't even know how long at this point, but it's done. it's all done. I give it 3 stars because it's good. There's good parts to it, you know, it's all right. It's talking about important things. There was some great one-liners. I was bored. And the main thing is, it's an adult book, but told with a very youthful kind of narrative. And it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. All the characters are really immature. Don't like them. And you can tell the author was younger than her characters. Like, she didn't know them. She didn't know what it's like to be an adult. Like, that was my main issue with this book. But it's done. It's done. Which means I only have this one left to read. And then I finished all of the books I'm currently reading. I'm very, very excited for this one. I'm enjoying it so far. I got a long way to go. But I feel a lot lighter now that this is the last book that is going to be in this reading vlog, because it's taken me a long time. We are Monday right now. Oops, sorry, there is going to be a lot for it to edit. I feel very bad, but one book left. Okay, it is now Thursday evening, but I have finally finished the 3rd book that I was currently reading. So I'm going to do like a quick summary of like my general thoughts on the ones that I've read for this video. So the first one that I finished was Dead Nice, and I gave this one 5 stars. It was very scary, at least for me. I don't know if I don't know. It was scary to me. The mystery was amazing. All the world building was so good. Like, I really did feel like I was in France. Like, it was very good. And it's also not predictable, which we like. The second book was P.S. I Love You. I gave this one 3 stars overall. I just didn't really like the writing style. I don't think it matched with the plot, and I think the plot was way longer than it needed to be. So that's my main thing there. And then the one that I've just finished is Immortal Consequences. I'm gonna give it 4.5 because some of the grammar was a bit off. To say it's like a traditional like book that has like quite a lot of backing behind it, I was a bit confused why like question marks and stuff like that were missing. So that kind of threw me off. But overall, I really did enjoy it. I didn't want it to end. Like, I've genuinely been like savoring every single page and making it last as long as possible because it's so good. Like, I don't want to spoil anything about the plot, but it kind of gave Hunger Games vibes with like the dystopian aspect, but also it felt so new. Like, there were definitely aspects that I recognised from other books that have already come out, but the way that it handled it was very original, like the overall vibe. So I really did enjoy it. I'm excited for book 2, and I hope that Fairy Loot do the second book as well when it's out, because my edition is from Fairy Loot and it's beautiful and I want it matching. But yeah, so those were the 3 books that I read for the September reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit longer. I know we've had a few short ones recently, but I hope it was fun, and I will see you next time. The next book was... Wait, pause, because I don't remember what I was reading. Oh, right. Okay.